what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm back here at Dream Giveaway Garage, and guess what? This is gonna be a very, very special review. We have the all-new 2020 Dodge Charger Hellcat Widebody. But before we dive into this car, let's talk a little bit of the history of the Dodge Charger. So the Dodge Charger has been around since 1966, has gone through a lot of different iterations. 2020 marks a new venture where you have the ability to get the wide body look to your Charger Hellcat. So of course, underneath the hood, we're still talking that supercharged goodness. We're in this muscle car version 2.0. And the great news is this is gonna be the first of a couple videos of this car, because guess what? Some lucky person through Dream Giveaway Garage, when we come back and revisit this one, is gonna have over 1,000 horsepower. But we'll get to that once we pop the hood. So let's go ahead, dive into this all new 2020 Dodge Charger Hellcat Widebody and see why it really is the ultimate four-door muscle car. Right off the bat, just that black finish. You could see the addition of the wide body feature to it. We're talking about almost 3 inches of extra width because of the fender flare. That's why they call it a wide body. Fender flare, all 4 corners. We look at the headlight design. Now what Dream Giveaway Garage has done, they added extra LED lights within the headlight housing. Very nice touch. You got the Dodge script in there. Everything else is going to be LED from the factory, of course. We kind of drop down a little bit. You have functional side air intakes on both corners. Flat black, looks really clean with the gloss black. And then you'll notice the addition of this APR Racing carbon fiber front splitter. It's got the bright orange adjustment rods. Of course, the functional flat black here on the lower portion of the grille. I think one of my favorite things about the wide body Charger, whether it's a Hellcat or a Scat Pack, is I love the addition of this extra air intake right below the grille. But I'm so glad that they went same design, both top and bottom. We have these flat black racing stripes with the orange pinstripe. Really makes it pop nicely. Now when we get up onto this muscle car hood, you can see those stripes going all the way back. You have your functional air intake, nice power bulge, and we're talking power over 700 horsepower underneath the hood. You have your functional air heat extractors that's going to drag that hot air out. And the nice thing is everything matches. The design matches, very cohesive, and just the way that it has a nice flow to the hood, drop dead sexy. Now as we come around the bend here, we're going to look at tire and wheel setup. So when you go wide body, here's what we're talking about. And then you could come on in and really take a deeper look. So 20-inch wheel, love the gunmetal gray, the bright orange 6-piston Brembo calipers, the size of a jack-o'-lantern that you put outside in front of your house to scare all the kids away. Those rotors are well over 15 inches in diameter. They're 2-piece, so you have the separate hat from the steel rotor. They're even slotted and ventilated to give you some optimum braking capability. When it comes to the actual width of this tire, you're looking at 305s all 4 corners. So you're gonna get more rubber to meet the road so that you can grip. Now, as we go down the fender, check out the nice, tasteful Hellcat design that we have there, especially with the orange trim on it, really makes it pop. And as we go down the rest of the side of this Charger, one of the things I like about the Charger over the Challenger when you're looking at the side is I really love this side cove that's impressed in the door here and the way those body lines just match up very nicely. Now, one thing that Dream Giveaway Garage has added as well is this graphic. I think this graphic, tasteful, subtle. It's nothing too obnoxious, matches nicely with the racing stripes. You have that evil eye there. Remember, when we see this car again, it's gonna have over 1,000 horsepower. We keep working our way back. What are we working with? At the rear, you're still gonna have those 305s, 20-inch tires. That's a 35 series sidewall. And if you come in and take a closer look, you'll see you even have 4-piston calipers back here. So you have little baby jack-o'-lanterns gonna squeeze down on those rotors, really slow this thing down. Because guess what? You're talking about a car that does over 200 miles an hour. That's 204 miles an hour in this car. Now, as we come around back, what are we looking at? This is your factory trunk lid spoiler, which this is gonna get swapped out by Dream Giveaway Garage. You have your functional side air intakes over here that extend with the bodywork. And I really, really love what they've done with the extra Hellcat logo, the Charger badging. The LED is so beautiful that comes from the factory. You have your dual exhaust, nice slash cut. I guess my only zonk is I wish there was something a little bit more aggressive with the rear diffuser, but I guess you'll have to wait until part 2 to see what they're gonna do. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and check out the heart of this Hellcat. All right, guys, we got the hood popped, that massive hood. Underneath that hood, check it out, come on in. There's that 6.2 liter supercharged V8. Love up top, that massive supercharger. We're gonna take a little bit closer look at that supercharger. You can see the SRT badge stands for Street Racing Technology, Street and Racing Technology. Hemi was a name that all started back in that muscle car version 1.0. On this vehicle, supercharged power, you're looking at 707 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque. If you're an old school muscle car fan and you live your life by displacement numbers, you're looking at 376 cubic inches of displacement. It's all mated to a ZF 8-speed automatic transmission. That for me is the zonk. I wish you could get the manual, the 6-speed manual on the Charger Hellcat Widebody. 0 to 60 in about 3.5 seconds, quarter mile. If you get the traction down, you're looking at 10.96 quarter mile time at 124 miles an hour. MPGs, you better stock up on your gas gift cards because you got 12 in the city, 21 on the highway. Of course, when you go this route, you're also gonna get thicker anti-roll bars, different springs, all of that good stuff. Now, like I was saying and how I promised that when we come back, this engine is going to be reworked. There's an organization known as Forza Motorsports. They're going to remove the supercharger. They're going to port it. They're going to polish it. They're going to put a different supercharger pulley, injectors, fuel pump, the whole shabam to get power right around that 1,000 mark. But why don't we go ahead, let's fire up this beast and hear what it sounds like. All right, guys, we're inside the 2020 Dodge Charger Hellcat Widebody. Amazing, amazing machine. Now remember, Dream Giveaway Garage, you can get this for your garage. Go to their website. I put the link in the description. If you're wondering, well, how much is this if you wanted to go buy it? You're looking at around $83,000 MSRP. Let's see what you're getting for the money. Now to the door panels, I love what they did at the top of the door panel. Nice, smooth, soft material. You have the orange contrast stitching, really pops nicely. And then you're gonna get a bunch of Alcantara, that nice diagonal stitching there, and a nice soft armrest, large pocket in the door for a bottle of Diet Coke and a couple Subways from Jimmy John's. Now when you come to the dash, love the SRT badge here. Welcomes you every time. The smooth texture, much better than that elephant skin that they were using. And then guess what? When you get to the command center, the stitching all the way around, carbon fiber from the factory. That's that 8.4-inch Uconnect system. Great working system. It's got the performance pages. You have line lock, launch control, shift lights, different drive modes. And then of course, on top of that, in your over 200 mile an hour muscle car, you have all your AC controls, even ventilated seats, which I'm going to turn those on for myself right now, heated seats and heated steering wheel. Let me show you the backup camera. We throw it into reverse. It's a little grainy, but you know what? In this type of car, it's about looking forward, not looking behind you. Now, as you drop down, you do have your radio controls. You got your SRT button that allows you to go through your different drive modes and stuff, launch control, AC controls if you don't want to touch your screen. And then down below, you have a nice little cubby for a couple paydays, because guess what? You're gonna make some paydays when you're racing people for some money. You got your 12-volt nicely placed. And then as we come here, you can see how they brought the carbon fiber. This little area right here is for your time slips. So that's where you're gonna put your time slips as you go down the quarter mile at your local drag strip. Dream Giveaway Garage added this Hurst pistol grip shifter. Now, if that doesn't ring a bell for you, I need you to go and Google muscle car and Mopar, because back in the day you could get a pistol grip shifter. Really like the look of this Hurst one. brings back the memories of those muscle car original days. Now you do have your nice sliding lid, 2 cup holders, which is really great. And then as you work your way back, you have a soft armrest. Open this up. This is a tray. Now this tray is for the pink slips. So as you're racing people and you're beating them, you put their pink slips in here. Now you own their cars. You have 2 USBs, another 12 volt, and a place for some race winning Twinkies. We go to the seats. SRT stamped in there, just like he was stamped by Zeus himself. Alcantara perforated center. The stitch work is nice. Power assist for both the passenger and the driver. The only downside is that they're not really gonna hold you in place very well. They're good for when you're going straight. Take this down a twisty road, you're gonna be slopping around in here just like you're sitting in a bathtub or something, or you're on a rowboat in the middle of the ocean. But other than that, very comfortable. Sunroof, Alcantara headliner, lots of headroom. Come on over to the business end. I want to show you behind this Alcantara wrap steering wheel. All right, guys, business time behind the wheel. You do have 2 memory seat settings in the door panel if you're going to let somebody borrow your Mopar, but I say Mopar or no car for anybody else. This is my Mopar. I'm driving it. I'm not letting anybody borrow it. We were given the red key. Remember, with the Hellcat, you do have the red key that unleashes all 707 horsepower. We flip it around, you have lock, unlock, remote start, and of course the panic button for everybody else as you're doing that smoky burnout. Seating position is great. You got your power seat controls, easy to get to. And then this is that steering wheel I was telling you about. Alcantara wrapped, love the orange contrast stitching. I'm zonking this silver. This is really just cheap, and I feel like it's gonna get scratched, to be honest with you. Would have been nice if they took the carbon fiber from the dash and put it on the steering wheel. You do have 2 paddles to go up and down that ZF 8-speed. The only problem is they're small. You got all this big power, big car, and small little paddles. You need some bigger paddles so that you can focus on the shifting, but one thing that's gonna help you stay focused is that dash. Nice, classic look. You have your analog tach, analog speedometer, and in the center there you have that digital display which you could go through a cornucopia of information, especially extra gauges. So that's a really, really nice feature and a nice touch that just makes the driving experience that much better. Looking out over the hood, you have that nice rise, and guess what? It feels good because you got plenty of power underneath that rise. But why don't we go ahead, let's check out the back seat and see how your passengers are gonna love going down the quarter mile with you in this muscle car. All right, guys, backseat time. And here's the wonderful news is that you look at Camaros, you look at Mustangs, you look at Challengers. The sad news is that, yeah, you could put people in the back seat, but it sucks to be in the back. In this Charger, you got plenty of great room. Let's see what you have on the back of the seat. So the back of the seat's all nice, soft leather, a little bit of plastic, but I think that's more like when your passengers are crapping themselves and they're kicking their legs up. Other than that, it's nice leather. You have a pocket here. Maybe you could put some Twizzlers or Slim Jims. I wouldn't put a Twinkie in there because you're gonna squirt cream just all over the back seat of this thing. 2 AC vents. You do have heated seats and 2 USBs. So they got you covered for heated seats and connectivity. And then armrests, do we have one? No. No armrests in the Charger Hellcat. I guess it's all about cutting weight and not being ultra comfortable back here. But why don't we go ahead, let's check out the trunk and see how much room you have in the Hellcat. All right, guys, time to check out what we could fit in the trunk of this Charger. Just like any other Charger, the great news is you have a nice wide open space. As you dive in, you could clearly see that if you wanted to take some slicks, mount them on to some wheels, you could put them back there, the 2 of them, some jack stands and a jack, and you're ready to swap them out and really get some fast times by getting some super sticky grip at the quarter mile. That's the one thing I really like about the Charger compared to the Challenger, the Camaro, the Mustang, is just the amount of room that you get, not only with the back seats, but with the trunk. But why don't we go ahead, if you're ready, this guy's ready, let's take this Charger Hellcat Widebody for a spin. All right, guys, we left Dream Giveaway Garage. We're in the 2020 Charger Hellcat Widebody. The thing that's amazing about all of this is, guess what? The car is a pussycat. You could drive this 707 horsepower muscle car every single day and have that wonderful feel, have that wonderful power, but yet when you don't want to get on it and just drive quote unquote normal, you're good to go. You have all the amenities, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, all in a car that does over 200 miles per hour. Seats are comfy for long trips. pick up the kids from school. I know if my dad would have picked me up in a Dodge Charger Hellcat anything, I would have been the most popular kid in the school. So do that for your kids. Pick them up, share the car fun, and this thing can really, really get it done. But we're gonna find a little bit of an area to let her stretch her legs. So give us 1 second. All right, guys, we're gonna see what this on throttle fun is all about in this car. So if you're ready, I'm ready. On throttle, here we go. Drops down and we are off like a rocket. Nice supercharger whine as you would come to expect, and it just gets you going. The power delivery, the torque is so linear in this beast that it's unbelievable. And you know what? Having the wide body allows you to get the traction to the ground, even more so than the narrow body Hellcat Charger. Because you don't have to go wide body if you don't want to. The nice thing is you can go and have your choice. My advice is go wide body because you're not going forward unless you got the grip. But pulling away, super smooth. Love the throttle response in this thing. On throttle, here we go. Yeah! Look at the way, good feedback coming from the front. You got those massive jack-o'-lanterns up front that are clamping down those rotors, allowing us to just shed speed like you're spitting pumpkin seeds out of your mouth. And that's the wonderful thing about this car, is that it evokes this feeling of just unbelievable power, sensation. And you know what? For as heavy as she is, she still handles with the larger wheels and tires. But as we're pulling out here, like I said, super smooth, really nice. On throttle, here we go. Yeah! Nice shifts from the ZF 8-speed. I'm gonna try to be a little quiet. On the brakes, nice, massive calipers. Let's see how she handles. Back on throttle, back end came out a little bit there. On the brakes, look at this. Nice. Unbelievable. It really is incredible that from the factory, you're getting this much power. And the good news is, Forza Motorsports is gonna be taking this and even getting more out of it. So that's another crazy thing. Oh, here we go, on throttle. Gotta be careful, make sure you got that traction in that right-hand bend here, really hunkers down. On the brakes, super smooth. Let's see what acceleration's like from a dead stop. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? And I do have it in, I'm gonna put it in sport mode for this. So here we go. On throttle, smoke them if you got them. Nice, the traction comes down, we're off and running. Nice shifts. Wow. Unbelievable how this thing performs. Unbelievable. 4-door muscle car. Supercharged fun by far. All right, guys, let's see how she handles. And we're gonna have some more on throttle fun. On throttle, here we go. That supercharger whine. Love it. Hunkers down. On the brakes, feeling good. Really nice. I mean, would I want to go take this to a road course? Not really, but it still has that handling capability if you want to go do some twisty bits and have a blast. But we're gonna go find some more things to do in this Hellcat. All right, guys, here we go. On throttle! Yeah! Oh my God, look at this thing. The wonderful thing that I love about the Hellcat Widebody, or even the Scat Pack Widebody, when you go wide body, it's not just the fenders, not just the wider wheels and tires. You're getting that extra suspension bits. You're getting the massive rotors and calipers. That just allows you to be more confident. And when you have nobody around that's looking and peeking at you, you can just have some fun and put a big smile on your face. And then at the end of the day, then you just cruise home. We weren't doing anything wrong. We were smoking them because we got them. But anyways, hopefully this gives you a nice overall feel of what this Charger Hellcat Widebody is all about. Remember, part 2, we have more power and also some more modifications. But before we go away, how about one more time? On throttle, drops down, here we go. I'll see you guys in a few seconds. All right, guys, it's been another amazing day here at Dream Giveaway Garage. I definitely gotta thank Boomer, Lori, Chris, the whole crew for getting us access to their freshly acquired 2020, say it with me, Dodge Charger Hellcat Widebody. Clearly shows that you could have that 4-door performance, 4-door flexibility, all in a nice aggressive package with supercharged goodness underneath that hood. I don't know about you, but I can't wait to come back to Dream Giveaway Garage for part 2 when we find out what does over 1,000 horsepower feel like in this Charger Hellcat Widebody. But if it's cars like these that you want to see on the channel, and I know that you do, leave a comment in that comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Radies Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description, get yourself some Radies Rise merch. Got to give it up to the new star of the Radies Rise team, Victor, doing the work with the camera, getting this muscle car for you. He loves it. I love it. Check out his Instagram page. It's at Victor Scott Wang. His photos and eye for detail are going to blow your mind. And guess what? He's a car guy just like you and I. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.